Alright, so last night, like I said, did all the headlight wiring. I was out today and I forgot to pick up some ring terminals for some grounds on the inside. Still need to find my crimper so I could throw the terminals on here and plug those in, but haven't looked too hard. I was going to do like a relay box, but this will do for now for the fan wiring. We'll get that wired up. I do have some inline fuses, so they will be fused and not just relayed. So, I do have those. Yeah, I forgot to grab the ring terminals for these grounds here, so I could ground that bolt there. And then I was up under here. I'm like, well, I have to mock up the mount for the ECU. So what I'm thinking, you'll see that big hole right there. So I think I'm gonna make a plate and just put on the inside of the firewall, and eventually we'll just weld it. So we'll probably plug weld these two holes here, probably weld up these holes here and this one, and then alongside here will just be welded up. And then obviously once my buddy Cam gets it, I'll probably grind this out, this little ledge here, so it's flush. And then once it's body work and everything, it'll be nice and smooth. Pretty much this whole section. This is the only section that I have some little dips and curves and whatever you want to call it in there. But yeah, other than that, I believe all of this is wired up. Got some battery cables. I wish this one came in 2 gauge for the power, but it didn't. 4 gauge for the length is plenty. So we'll get those situated shortly. What am I missing? Also just making that mount for the ECU next. We'll get that knocked out. And I think after that, I wanted to put power to it. That might be its own video, so we'll see about that. I won't start or anything because obviously no fuel's in it and the gas tank is still out. Need to wire that up too. So we'll get that ran, get the fuel lines ran, and I think I do have another package that came this morning, so I need to see what's in that. I believe it's the transmission cooler and the lines, so if that showed up, I'll try to get those knocked out too. But today's kind of flying by faster than I thought, but it's no biggie. Let me find my crimpers and then I'll cut you guys back on here in a little bit. Oh yeah, and the mount for the ECU. So notice I was going to fill this gap and mount it there. So alright, it's a little bit bigger than that area, but what I'm going to do, so I thought there were some holes to mount it. Thought that's what these tabs were, but it's just clipped into place. So what I'm thinking is I'll cut this box all the way around, keep the outside trim piece that it snaps into, but this piece here, I'll cut this off, and then the 4 corners I'll just drill some holes and use that to mount the ECU to either that plate or just have some standoffs, and that way you can slide that mount on there, bolt it down into place, and be good to go. So try to get the Dremel out and just start cutting. So yeah, that's what the plan is. It might change, but as of right now, that's what I need to do. So it's kind of a little 2-step process. I need to figure out the mount, or figure out the plate for the firewall, and then the mount for the ECU. So let me stop talking, I'll knock it out and I'll cut you guys back on once I figure out how I'm gonna do it. So yeah. All right, yeah, I think this is gonna work. So much for the workbench right now. Still using it as a workbench, just little accessories with it, drawers. So I cut that back piece off, a little Dremel. I had some people asking what bits I use. It's the Easy Lock bits. So it comes with that little adapter piece. Just helps making swapping out the disc a lot faster. But that's what we're left with. Just cut that down and eventually figure out where we need to drill the holes. So I'll try to use this thicker edge for the majority of it. And then I don't know if these bottom ones use some self tappers or what, because if I use self tappers, it's gonna go off the back side. I guess I could do that and then just cut them down, but I don't know. We'll see. I want it to be flush on the other side, but might not happen that way. But I'll see. There's a gap in between there to let some air flow through, so it's not going to bake the whole thing. But I'm guessing if I did put a little spacer on there, be able to weld a bracket on to the back of it, just bolt it to that bracket so it's still nice and flush on the firewall side. But we'll see. I'll cut you guys back on once I figure out how I want to do this, because it would be nice to get it off of there just a little bit, let some airflow through it. But you gotta think these are usually in the engine bay, so I don't think it'll make too much of a difference. But yeah, let me figure out how I want to mount it, and I'll get this cut down to size, and then hopefully start putting it on the firewall itself. All right, I think I have it figured out. I think. So, I talked about plugging up these 4 holes here, which I don't think that's going to be the case. I think I'm going to use them. So, that's how I mount on the inside. And if I do it right, I'll be able to use 3 out of the 4. So I use this top one and these 2 side ones. That bottom one would be tricky, so that one might get patched. But if I drill them out right, just run bolts through it and then use either a grommet or some type of silicone to waterproof this area here. Obviously the plate will still be welded in there, but instead of carrying it over to cover up these 2, I'll just weld it up along here and then take that lip off. So that's what I'm thinking. Right, I think these are actually mounting holes for the windshield wipers maybe, so I won't do anything with those, but obviously these ones will be used. I'm pretty sure eventually these will be sealed up. Same thing with this one down here, this one too. Probably both of these will be sealed up. But yeah, that's the plan. Like I said, just going to use what we have and make it happen. Alright, so ECU's all mounted up. Bolts could be a little bit tighter, but I know it's dark down there. But it's mounted up, looking good. Put some paint on the bare metal, so don't have to worry about it rust or anything. I'll tuck these wires somewhere, you know, cap them off and call them good. The courtesy lights, haven't installed those yet, so really don't want to drill into the dash, but might have to. Same thing with the OBD2 port, so we'll get those situated so all these wires will be up out of the way. I said that last red wire up there, we'll get that out of the way. Found some ring terminals, so I can go ahead and terminate these ground wires. Other than that, the only thing left would be neutral safety switch and the reverse lights. So those wired up and should be good. I'm gonna have to call ShiftWorks. I think we ordered the wrong one. I think we needed 2243. So I have to see about that shifter plate. I'll call them and see if we're able to swap them out or not. That's the plate for here. I don't know why in between the El Camino and the Monte Carlo it's different for the same year. Same thing with the Chevelle, but we'll see. We will see. Let's see. A little grommet in this hole here. It's gonna be for the fans. We'll run that a little bit longer, and then hopefully you're going to be able to tuck it inside the fenders, and then we'll mount the relays up in the fender somewhere out of the way. So I think I have enough slack to do that because the battery be right about here off the firewall. So let's call that the edge of that box. So yeah, it should be enough to tuck up in the wheel wells. I just have to leave these a little bit longer, so should have plenty. It's kind of tough because I want everything to look nice and neat, but I just have to leave those a little bit longer, even though they will tuck up inside the fender wells or the fenders. We should be good. Did climb up underneath. I was going to plug in the transmission plugs. However, the transmission has like 2 bolts in the bottom of it for the pan, and then 1 or 2 on it for the tail shaft. So let the owner know that. Like I said, I have the new pan or the filter and the gasket coming, so might just have to pick up a bolt kit for it, get all the bolts in there, and call it good. Other than that, I want to say it's not too much done today, but that is a pretty big thing, getting the ECU mounted up, clean up a few of the wires. We'll have to wire these up for ground triggers. That is a little disappointing though. I wish I did get the right part number, but it should be good. I want another stud back here for grounds, maybe one on each side just to be safe, because we will need to ground that. And then I think the purple wire will go to this tan wire over here for the fuel sending unit. So I might drill a hole, put a grommet in there for that. But we'll do all that tomorrow. Same thing with the fuel system. I really needed to sweep up under the car. That's one reason I don't want to climb up under there today. But like I said, the rest of this stuff I could do when I get home from work. Not make a bunch of noise, not wake up the neighborhood. but it's getting close. It is getting close. Like I said, I want to clean up the tank. Probably just hit it with the wire wheel, clean it up, and paint the top of it, paint the bottom of it, make it look nice. And while I'm doing that, I know it's all over the place. We'll throw the sound deadening in the trunk area, right? Hit that with the sander, clean that up, and make it look nice. Because like I said, if I'm working on somebody else's car, I'm gonna work on it like it's mine. So I'm gonna go a little above and beyond. Where this one's a little different, you know. I'm gonna make it look nice. But yeah, other than that, I think the transmission, I was surprised though to see. Well, like I said, I don't want to climb up under here, but I'll show you guys. Just one of those things like that. Tail shaft. You see the missing bolts in there, and then on the bottom, all those missing bolts. So I don't know what happened, but we'll get everything plugged in, and then go from there. It's not too bad. We did get the drive shaft. I have to get the caps for that, or the U-joint straps. Try to find them local. None of the places had them, or none of the close auto part stores had them. So I was like, I'll either order them or try a different store a little bit farther out, and go from there. But I think I'm gonna grab the drive shaft and just make sure it's the right length. Because like I said, they built in the springs. I took the measurements up here, gave the measurements over the phone. So hopefully those are good to go. Yeah, like I said, it's close. It is close. I know it seems like a lot, which it kind of is. I just have to come out here, find my crimpers, and knock everything else out. But yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hopefully, be knocking out the fuel system. I know I said that about 2 videos ago, but that's pretty much what's next. Fuel system, or fuel pump harness, fuel lines, transmission lines, and put power to everything. Starter should be here in a few days. So instead of making a temporary lead to go to the fuse to give power to everything, I'll just wait till the starter's there, hook everything up for once, and we'll go from there. But it's getting hot. I'm getting hungry. I'll cut you guys off and catch you guys back on tomorrow.